Alright, Scorpio, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you for tuning in with me. If you were drawn in, there may be messages here for you. Scorpio energy, I hope everybody's doing well. To my subscribers, I do appreciate your support. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Alright, guys, Scorpio energy. Let's see, Scorpio, we're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck. See what possible blockages need to be released. This is a form of burning and releasing for anyone that is new to the channel. This is just an, I should just say a positive, yes, very, very much so, a positive ritual. These are positive rituals. This is a Declare and Decree deck by Miss Shavi Zane. She is the creator of this deck. Very spiritual, highly spiritual. But it's just a matter of burning and releasing, and these are positive rituals that you use to do so. Okay, to release negative energies from your space, from your person, from your energy. All right, in your environment as well. Okay, Scorpio energy. Only take what resonates with you, Scorpio, and leave what does not. Male or female, everything is not for everybody. Everybody's not spiritual. Everybody's not religious. This is spiritual, so this part may not resonate with you. If so, that's fine. Skip ahead. Scorpio, let's see what we have for you. All right, and we have all energy that blocks my connection to the Most High and my spiritual team are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All energy that blocks my connection to the Most High and my spiritual team are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You want to write that down, Scorpio. Write it down, set your intentions, and burn it. Yes, you want to burn it in a safe place. Okay, of course. Fire destroys. Powerful element, as is the others. Okay, so we want to use that to destroy that energy. All right, energy of blocking your connection, spiritual intuition, understanding, spiritual downloads, dreams. It could be blockages in any area, but this is spiritual. Okay? And you have all demonic forces within my energy are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All demonic forces within my energy are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. It definitely exists. We're talking spiritual, people. We're talking spiritual here. Okay? Energies, but very powerful energies. Very powerful. Okay? So this is necessary. You would write that down, set your intentions to release that, and burn it. Okay? Just a second, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio energy. So we're talking about blockages to the Most High, and we're talking about demonic forces within our energies. Okay? So we want to get rid of that, don't we? We don't need that. Energies are fluid. Time is fluid. Right, Scorpio? Only take what resonates. Do not try to make messages fit. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's not for you at this time. That's perfectly fine. Past, present, future energies. Okay? Something that could be happening now, currently. Something that hasn't happened yet or could be coming up to happen in the future. In the future. Okay? Scorpio energy. What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio, my Scorpios. The depth filler. Feelings deeply. Very deeply, very deeply. Scorpio energy. You have the Magician, the Queen of Cups, the Death card. You're showing up here in the energy along with the Empress. Eight of Wands, Page of Cups, not Page. Someone may want to make an offer here. If you're cross-watching for a Scorpio, keep in mind energies can be reversed, okay? You have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups along with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. Wow, okay. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords energy. Something's definitely changed here. Something has definitely changed. The death card, something's definitely over, end. But it's change that comes behind this, and somebody's confused about this change, or in their head about this change. Okay? Or there may be something that needs to change, Scorpio, male or female. There may be something that needs to change. It could be some communication that you're trying to manifest, something quickly. You could be trying to move something quickly, get something started. It could be anything. It could be business. It could be a project of some sort. It could be anything. Something as simple as getting a website started. But there's fast movement here with the Eight of Wands, with the Magician. Okay? You're trying to make something happen here, or you want to make something happen, or this is what you've been trying to do, perhaps. But there's been an energy of, it's like an energy of wanting to do things or see things happen too quickly. Too quickly. Or expecting something to happen too quickly. But it's like it ends as quick as it began. It was over when it started. Yeah, it was over just as fast as it started. With the death card here. Which has someone mentally stuck. But Scorpio, you are in this Empress energy here. And something is ugly with this Five of Swords. You have the Star showing up here. Six of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Hermit. Lover showing up. Page of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. So, Scorpio, I said the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is definitely laying something to rest here. The Four of Swords is healing. Thinking long about some plan or another. But laying something negative to rest along with the Death card. Something you could have been very indecisive about, but somebody is trying to hold on here. With the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, someone likes to just win. They just want to win at all costs. Somebody wants to hold on because they want your attention of some sort, but they just want to win. Because either you're already winning and they don't like this, or they want to stop you from winning altogether. Okay? You're in your head about learning to do something different or learning to do something new. Or you may be afraid to move forward to do something different or to do something new. This could be to do with work. You could have been open to people, like giving to people, helping people and everything. And seeing with that might not have gotten you where you wanted to be, being so open or so giving to others. When it came to anything you may have given, anything you may have loaned, anything you may have given, money, assets, time, it doesn't matter. Anything of yourself, your energy, is somewhere along the line with Scorpio, male or female, you're learning to go within. It's like you needing to see that you need to open up to something new. Allow yourself to take a different path. Even if it puts fear in you, you need to learn to walk through the fears. So the question is, Scorpio, what are you manifesting here? Something that happened quickly. Okay? I feel like you need to connect more. Remember here. Remember here. Remember here. Here. Remember here. What did it say? All energy that blocks my connection to the Most High. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. someone who just wants to hold on. Some of you could be coming out of a relationship where someone's trying to hold on to you. You could be trying to start a business. Either they trying to keep you from being able to start that business and get it off the ground, even if it's coming from a job. You may have to like decide to go ahead and start a business and come away from the job because, of course, you could be overworked and underpaid, or you just don't like what you do anymore, or maybe you like what you do and it's time for you to move up. It's time for you to move on and do something different. Open your horizon, open your mindset. Scorpio is a fixed energy. Really don't care for things to be changed, rather routine, but at the same time, change, it comes along with endings, right? Death. So we don't want anything to block our connection to the Most High. That means block your guidance. Block your spiritual downloads, your spiritual intuition, your connection, your heart, your soul, your heart space for the most part. So what you want to manifest on some level or another, Scorpio, what you want to manifest is healing for oneself. Going within and paying attention to what it is you really truly do want for yourself, but understanding that you have to become uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. You have to do things that you really don't want to do, or maybe you're tired of doing it, or maybe you're just fed up with doing certain things, or you're just burnt out with doing certain things and you see it's not getting you anywhere. A lot of times you have to do what you don't really want to do or what you just have to do. You want to do those things in order to be able to do what it is you really truly want to do in the future, down the line, later on, right? So you want to get rid of the blockages here. That's what this declare and decree deck is about. Male or female, we're talking about very strong energies here. Blockages to the Most High, it creates blockages to your intuition where you don't see things clearly. You won't think things through clearly. You become more impulsive when it comes to things you may want or a lifestyle you might want. You don't want to become more impulsive. You want to be able to see clearly so that you can make your moves in a very direct way, but in a way where it serves you. Quality moves, right? Scorpio energy. So there could be a separation, like I said, for as a relationship, but you may need to come away from this person because this person could be someone who likes to try to keep you stuck. That's a possibility. See you unstable, that's a possibility too. And it may be, for some of you, take it how it resonates. For whoever this is resonating with, this is something to where you need to come out of either a relationship or some type of mindset where it keeps you in one comfortable place. You got to get uncomfortable, or maybe you've become too comfortable, relationship or a job. Okay? For some of you, it could be both. But you have people who want to see you unstable, or may want to see you down, or staying in a low vibration with them, or something like that, with the Nine of Swords. But I do feel like you're putting an end to it. I do feel like you will be balanced if you allow yourself to be balanced. Okay? There's betrayal here too. You have the Two of Cups coming out, Scorpio, along with the Hierophant. You have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands. Lots of action here. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, you could have been somebody here could have been dealing with someone who likes to be very action oriented, but in an immature, impulsive way, to where they likes to get out and fool around, be the life of the party, like someone that's immature. Okay, some of you could be dealing with someone like that. You have this Knight of Wands here, where also Scorpio, I feel like you're taking some kind of action, but maybe it didn't work out at some point, and you tried to end it. That never happened. That didn't happen. This person, like, they held on to you, or they kind of held you back or held you down. Some of you, this could actually be a marriage, to where someone just wants to win. You could be walking away from someone. That's possible here with this Five of Swords energy, because there's a lot of manipulation on the board here. There's a lot of manipulation in the read. indecisiveness as well. So Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So you don't want to focus on the negative. That's what you don't want to do, Scorpio, male or female. You want to focus on self-love. You want to focus on spirituality and understanding and connection. You may even, some of you may have even talked to a spiritualist before. Maybe you have decided to start to get more spiritually in tune, you know, emotionally, mentally, because there's a connection here that needs to happen with self. I feel like there's a mending with the spirit, with your soul, to where there was a disconnection. That's where all the stuck energy is coming from, dealing with some type of relationship or another. That pretty much kept you stuck, where you were dealing with someone who was manipulative. Maybe you moved too fast and dealt with this person. This person could have juggled you. Okay, if you are married to this person, you could have found out that they may have cheated. All right, but it seems to me that you are going to be choosing yourself here if you did deal with some type of commitment that fell through. Looks to me like you'll be choosing a different path with the Two of Wands, but there's going to be a lot of conflict behind this, and that's something you need to separate yourself from. Any type of conflict, any type of arguments, any type of gossip, you need to focus on your mental state. You need to focus on becoming more spiritually in tune and spiritually balanced. That's what you need to focus on. And if you are trying to get something off the ground, you need not to give up. You need not to give up. You need to push forward and persevere. This is where the wisdom and the knowledge is going to come in at. From having it kind of rough and tough, getting through it. But the thing is, the Six of Wands is here. Someone may want your attention and they just want to win. But the thing is, if you would focus, Scorpio, male or female, if you would take the time and focus, some of you need to take the time and meditate. There's a connection that needs to be made with the Most High and your spiritual team. And if you would do that, it would help you to follow your intuition, to know when to let people go, how to release them for self-love, self-reason, self-care, your health. Some of you have gotten some counseling. Some of you, somebody has gotten some spiritual counseling or some type of spiritual enlightenment, far as somebody who's a spiritualist, or you may have even gotten a reading. Somebody could be getting a reading on you as to why they're not trying to release you, don't want to let you go. For Four of Pentacles, want to hold on to you. But the thing is, you can win. Victory is yours. Okay? Victory is yours, but that's only if you choose to do the work. You must choose to do the work to separate. There's some type of like a belief system that may need to change, because there's a lot of energy of wanting to be comfortable, but you got to get uncomfortable again to become comfortable, right? A lot of action here, but there's a lot of conflict here as well. Could have been conflict, arguing, fighting. It could have been anything like that on that level with all these wands and swords here. Okay, Scorpio. There's over 17 swords here. So there was definitely betrayal here, lies, deception, competition. Somebody's going through a lot in a relationship, and this is something that's either been separated, or it's been thinking about separating it, or it's something here about learning lessons, and an actual marriage here, or a long-term relationship. Some people will take in your kindness for weakness, Scorpio, male or female, but you have love for yourself, but then it's almost like you're not, because you're not connected. You're not connecting spiritually with your feelings, your emotions. It's more of an impulse of, I want to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, I really need to get it together, I need to, make this happen, make that happen. But then you're dealing with betrayal, maybe, like I said, betrayal in a relationship, or even when it comes to a work situation. Maybe you got comfortable because you made good money. Maybe you got comfortable because, that's the only type of work you knew. But there's something different that you need to learn. Get out of your head and understand that even when old habits do die hard, okay? Old habits do die hard. But even when you're standing on those old habits, they can become shaky, dying hard. And you'll still have to give in sooner or later, because you'll find yourself in a place where whatever you're choosing to do, whatever you're complacent in and comfortable with, and it's time for change, you'll find yourself having to give in, give out, give it up, okay? Because it's time for change. You have to get out of your head and allow change. And that's pretty much what Scorpio brings, transformation. But you got to allow it to happen. You have to get out of your head this stuck energy of being uncertain, unsure, not connecting to your intuition, not using your intuition. Whatever's going on, you must get out of your head with this Eight of Swords, because you're not stuck. Maybe you have felt that energy like you were, but you could, like I say, once you put an end to the fears of what it is that's best for you, or what you need to do for yourself, or how to make that plan, because I'm becoming uncomfortable. And I don't like being uncomfortable. Scorpio energy is a fixed energy. I'd rather the routine. I'd rather stick to what I know. I'd rather stick to what it is I do, what I do best. But if Spirit says it's time to learn something new, you got to focus on something different if you want something different. You got to focus on something new. Learn something new. And maybe you already have, and you need to build from that, or let that be your foundation to start. There is opportunities, okay? And then this is a love for self. With this Empress energy, you do have the tools you need, Magician, Empress, because the Empress is very, very abundant when it comes to having ideas and creating, right? And I know Scorpio energy, you're creative, very creative, vibrant type of energy, okay? So that Empress energy would fit you well, male or female, because it's an energy of development, it's an energy of wisdom, knowledge, spiritual connection, spiritually in tune, intuition, energy of knowing, energy of balance, as well as an energy of prosperity, opportunities, rebirth, newness of life, okay? And definitely a new mindset. So you could have been worried about how to start something or become more stable, but there's something that's changing for you, and it's gonna have to do with the mental shift, especially with this hermit mode here. It's like you're taking action, or you will be, to see things differently or to see a new path for yourself. You're shining a light on something. There's something you may discover about yourself. You may discover that you have a certain gift. You may start having dreams that you have a certain gift, whatever that gift may be for you. I feel like at this point, you should be choosing yourself. You may have somebody who try to come and offer some type of apology or a love offer or something like that, but I think you're separated from this person already with the Three of Swords. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, then you have the Ten of Swords. This is all ending. If it's a job, it's ending. And it may, for some of you, you may try to figure out why is the job ending. Because it's time for you to step into something new for yourself. And whatever it is, it's going to be good and exciting for you. Page of Wands. And some of you could be receiving good news once you start to make these changes. But someone wants to be chaotic and come in with that drama. I'm telling you, with this Four of Wands, this Three of Wands, you will be in a whole new mindset. But if you allow yourself to do the work. Okay, Scorpio, allow yourself to do the work, male or female. If you need to learn something new, learn something new. If you need to just focus on you, focus on you. Okay? If you have people around you that's fake, you need to stay away from them. And Usually Scorpio could pick up on that. People that's surface level, shallow, hollow, whatever you want to call it, fake, you know, superficial, fake. Scorpio energy can pick up on that, okay, really well. But if you're not connected, it'll go right over your head. Then you find yourself bonding with these kind of people. So if you have manipulative people around you, or you've been put in competition of some kind, or people trying to compete with you, or even if it was a relationship, because we're talking about even in the workplace, people giving you a hard time, whatever, want to be disrespectful, or try to one up you some kind of way, or pass you by for promotions or something like that, or you just fed up with the workplace, or you could just be one of the people that love what you do, but maybe it's not working for you anymore. Change needs to happen, or a change is going to happen to where there could be some layoff or another, or they could downsize. Okay, that's happening too. And if that does happening, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, because there's something that you need to come more spiritually connected to understand what it is you need to work on and learn. Okay? And some of you are learning in this relationship you may have been coming out of, or you will be coming out of, that you got this 10 of swords and 8 of swords energy, this 3 of swords energy coming from this breakup or whatever this was in this commitment. All this swords energy. You have to stay away from that. Somebody wanting to fight and be, argumentative, or be, confronting. Just want to be in a whole lot of drama. You don't have time for that. Okay? You don't want to be a part of that. You shouldn't be a part of that. But you may have been dealing with that, no doubt. People who may have been trying to take from you, I don't know. Even in a relationship, somebody could have been taking money from you, or just taking up your time, taking up your space, not treating you fair, breadcrumbing you or something like that. Not providing that equal give and take, not giving to you, but allowing you to pour into them. They're not pouring into you equally, okay? But you could be having good things coming in for you with this Empress energy, with this 4 of Wands energy, this 3 of Wands energy. Okay, that's 7 of Wands right there. You could be blocking people out, cutting people off, not talking, not speaking, keeping things to yourself. Because whatever energy you may have been in, or currently could be an energy that's causing you to be shut off from spirit, or shut down where there's no connection, because you could be shutting people out as well. Okay, you could be trying to become more disciplined with yourself some kind of way. Change your mind, your mindset, change your belief system. It could be anything that needs to change with the death card that will bring positive change into your life. Okay? And you could be thinking that, hey, I need to become more disciplined. I need to step into my power. I need to take my power back. I need to get up from here and make this happen, because if I don't do it, who will? Whatever it takes for you to persevere, whatever it takes for you to push through. You can't wait for nobody to bring it to you. It's not going to happen. You got to make it happen. That's what all these wands is about. Wands is about taking action. And there will be conflict about the action that you take. But the action that you take will be the future that you make. Because it's up to you to form your life. It's up to you what it is you will choose. It's up to you whether you're going to let people hold you back. People trying to hold on to you, or hold back from you for whatever reason. But I feel like people try to hold on to you because they want to continue to manipulate or take from you, or one up you, or something like that. Some kind of ugly energy here with these swords. But I feel like if you focus, you can gain that vision of what it is you need to do, which way you need to go, how you need to proceed, how you need to build, make a plan. Because I feel like Scorpio energy, you're normally good at that. But there's somewhere down the line where the grounds got shaky and you became disconnected. You need to reconnect so you can get some direction and you can get some insight and heighten that intuition. Because some of y'all got some people trying to come back into your life that want to cause conflict, or, want to argue and throw you off balance. Some people don't want to see you make it. Okay? And if you're dealing with that kind of energy, you need to continue to separate yourself from that. You need to say, oh, as far away from that as possible. Some of y'all past life energies is trying to hold you down, hold on to you. Don't want to see you elevate. And it can come through anybody. It can come through a baby's father, a baby's mother, somebody you done broke up with or no longer with. Or it could be in a marriage where you with a spouse, and that spouse could be holding you back, holding you down. Don't want to see you make it. Supposed to be your partner, and instead they're your opponent. They're competing with you instead of building with you. It happens all the time. You got the Emperor card out here. Okay, Scorpio, you taking your power back? Are you going to take it back? Are you going to step to the plate and make the changes, right? This definitely could be to where you could have somebody missing your energy. But the thing is, they missing you for the wrong reasons, okay? Because I feel like you're in an energy of to where you had a potential to build for yourself. You had a potential to become more connected and balanced and rebirth yourself, heal yourself, start, okay? And like I said, people could see you in a good energy, but maybe they don't like that. Maybe, they jealous of that, envious of that. You don't know. It could be friends. It could be so-called family. It could be a spouse, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, a homeboy, a homegirl, so-called family friend. It could be anybody. Parents. It could be anybody that don't want to see you elevate in your life. It could be anybody. And you have to literally separate yourself from that energy. And if you let it keep you down, that's exactly where you will be. You'll be down in the dumps, left in the past, not getting anything done, and still doing what you think is the best thing ever. I'm working this and I'm comfortable, but then things start to fall apart and things start changing, and you start having tower moments and trying to figure out, well, why is this happening? Or why is that happening? Or how did that happen? All of a sudden, because it's happening for you, because change is trying to happen. Change is trying to enter your life. Something different is trying to happen for you. Maybe where you become more stable and independent on your own. But change is definitely trying to happen. You have the World card at the bottom of the deck too. Some type of cycle from a past life or a past situation is over. Some cycle has been closed out here. And here you're showing up here, water sign, King of Cups energy. I think that's Pisces energy. But it could be Pisces, could be Scorpio, could be Cancer as well. So don't worry about your tomorrows. Just build on today. You know what I'm saying? And you could have people that's also, you could have been in this energy where you was feeling down and at a loss and uncertain, unsure, unstable in your feelings, in your emotions, in your head, feeling stuck, don't know which way to go. That's why you need to get connected. And why I say that King of Swords, you may have started cutting people off, cutting people out, blocking people. And, something, it may take you a long time to build. It may take you a while, because when you're building, you can't build overnight, not if it's going to be stable, not if it's going to be quality. You can't build overnight. It takes time to build. But whatever you're building, keep it to yourself. Because you got some people that could be around you that's takers, deceptive, okay? Thieves, whatever you want to call it. You could have these kind of people around you, and it could be on any level, okay? But something may take you quite a while to get it started or get it done, but I feel like you can do it if you're willing to put it in the work, okay, Scorpio? Scorpio energy. Yeah, we did say this here. You have to have confidence in yourself. That's why it says demonic forces within my energy. There's lessons to be learned here about the people you deal with, people that you hang with. There's lessons to be learned about moving too fast when it's some kind of get-rich-quick scheme or trying to make money. Don't focus on the wrong thing, because focusing on the wrong thing will lead you down the wrong path. Then you're trying to figure out why you gained it all, but then you lost it all, okay? So it's like an energy if you need to go within. Understand that if you're feeling disconnected, it's a reason. if you're missing things and you're feeling lost, or you losing things, or things are falling apart, or you feel like, why is this happening to me? It's happening for a reason. There's something you need to pay attention to, something you need to learn, and there's something you need to see when it comes to some type of behavior pattern that may have been ongoing, or it could have just been things that needed to change and you didn't even realize it because you were too comfortable in it. And it could have to do with people who were being, very misleading, like I said, envious or jealous of you some kind of way, not wanting to see you build, not wanting to see you come up. You could have, like I said, found out a spouse could have, had some type of promiscuous, you know, affair going on outside of the relationship some kind of way, and you feel like you need to just go on off on your own, separate, become your own person, be independent by yourself on your own when it comes to your love life, or your finances, or how you make your money. But there's something you want to build or need to build, and it will be for you, but you have to put in the efforts, put in the work to get it done. Find out what that is, Scorpio, male or female. Find out where you fit, what's for you. Blocking people out for a reason, conflict for a reason, because you're in an energy, you have an energy that has the potential to expand, but you can't do anything about it if you're not willing to do the work. Okay? And you are in an energy, or you will be in an energy of receiving. But something is happening quickly, or some kind of, it's a creation. Some kind of creation something you need to create for yourself. Yes, that will last you for a very long time. Something that will be legendary. Something that will be very solid. A very solid foundation with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? You are an analyzer. You are a visualizer, visionist. You can vision what you want. You analyze, you take your time to see things the way you need to see it. Read the writing on the fine print. You know what I'm trying to say here. You normally analyze things and you see things. You can see through things. You're intuitive. You got to bring that back alive. Okay? With this star and the magician, you got to bring that hope back alive. Because it's going to heal certain things about you as well, Scorpio energy. It's going to heal certain things about you emotionally and mentally when you make this decision. It will heal things about you. Whether it's self-love, confidence, whatever it is, security, safety, whatever it is, foundation, your status, your entrepreneurship, your leadership, whatever it is that you need to know about yourself, you'll be able to see that. You'll find that out about yourself. Having hope and faith in yourself. Because there is a level of healing that needs to happen here. That's why I called the Four of Swords earlier. There's a level of healing, and it's something you're laying to rest. Whether it's a relationship, a job, a mindset, a belief system, it's something you're laying to rest. And someone definitely could be getting readings on you here, or have. Trying to tap into your life. Maybe somebody you separated from, trying to tap into your life to see what's going on. They could be talking to a reader, a spiritualist, or something like that to try to tap in. Especially if it was a relationship. Okay? But self-love is what needs to happen in reconnecting to the Most High. Do we need to clarify anything else for Scorpio? Have patience with yourself, Scorpio. Remember we said planning, Four of Swords, thinking long, thinking hard, sleeping on it, laying things to rest. Bottom of the deck here. Seven of Pentacles. Investing in yourself. Okay? Patience and planning. Alright, Scorpio energy. You have the fire that you need. You just need to light the fire so you can take off. Okay? Scorpio energy. Yeah, tower moments. You see? There could be moments where you're wondering, why is this happening, or how is this happening, or what's going on here, It's spiritual intervention, something you need to pay attention to. That's what's going on. Something you need to reconnect with. Intuition, heart, soul, mental space, heart. I keep getting heart. It's something that needs to be reconnected here. Because when you lose connection, That's when you don't receive information. You don't get no communication when you're not in connection, Scorpio energy. I hope something was said, Scorpio, that could help you to move forward here. And I hope that the messages were helpful. Walk in your truth, speak your truth, live your truth. Take risks. You're not afraid to take risks, right? Believe in yourself. Have more faith. Stand on what you believe. If you had to block people out, so be it. If you had to stand on your word, defend yourself, so be it. Okay? And if you don't want to be bothered with certain people, so be it. Scorpio, until next time, take care.